it's Chloe of Save Victor. Well, how's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So today, your older than average YouTuber is doing her top 22 for 2022 of eyeshadow palettes. I thought if I wouldn't have bought enough eyeshadow palettes, I would have put in some other things, but spoiler alert, we bought more than 22 palettes this year, and a lot of them are absolutely fabulous. So if you want to see what my top 22 are for 2022, you're in the right place, and you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so here we are. Let's start the countdown. But before, maybe I should do one little disclaimer. There of course will be some palettes that I bought this year that are missing. That doesn't mean that they weren't any good. I just tried to narrow it about down to 22, as you'll see what I mean by about. All of them are fantastic palettes. I like them, but some of the ones that are on the bottom doesn't mean that they're any less quality or anything than ones higher up, but it could be color story, size of palette, cost, could be numerous things, amount of times that I would get use out of it, will all factor into why I rank them. I might give a little bit for each one, but I didn't want to make this video too long, but I will say one or two things and show the palettes to you. So let's go. So here we go at number 22. This is the Everything palette, and this is from Jean-Luc Cosmetics. So they're a Canadian brand, and Jean-Luc has just managed to go full-time, I believe, from their previous work as social worker to do their makeup brand. I heard that they were a little bit, what was the word? They had gone viral on the TikTok, and I had not heard about them. I love supporting Canadian brands, and this is it. So it is a very neutral palette with some pops of pink and purple. The quality is really good. The brighter colors are very intense. They go on very nicely. The whole packaging is really nice. Nice hard cardboard. Again, vegan, cruelty-free, Canadian, independent. The price was really good, but I can't remember what it is, so please check out the Jean-Luc website if you are interested. But the Everything palette is number 22. Why it made it into the 22 spot was because it's a very neutral palette. Black was really excellent. I don't use neutrals as much. I do have a neutral look that is from my Christmas video on right now, but it is very good quality, and if I need a more neutral palette, I will definitely reach for this one quite often. So now we're going to go into number 21, and this is from Ace Beauté. This is the Violet Sage palette. This is in their new formula. This was a limited release palette. I think they did it through one of the makeup boxes, but then sold some on their website as well. It sold out very quickly. The color story is beautiful. It's very springy. It's got some of my favorite shades. Got green, some pinks, some purples. It's a very, very nice palette. It's just more of one that I would probably just use mostly for spring. The color story I probably wouldn't reach for as much as some of the other ones in this pile, but the quality is amazing. I'm a huge Ace Beauté fan. I should hopefully have a video coming up from my mystery box items, giving them a use, but I really do enjoy this one, and I think, again, the only reason why this is a little bit lower down is more just due to the color story. I love the color story, but it's not one that I gravitate to a lot, so this one would just bring this one a little bit farther down, but the quality, the beautiful packaging, it is just really nice. I love Ace Beauté a lot, and I can't wait to use those other two palettes. It's been a little bit busy. So next up, so that was 21. At number 20, this is Sigma Beauty. This is the Alice in Wonderland collection. Forgive me if you can hear ambulances in the background. Whoops. This one came with their beautiful, oh, maybe I should have it the right way, little cover sheet, and then they have a brush included. This is what made me kind of go down the Sigma brush route and buy some for Cyber Monday or Black Friday, because the one that's in here is really, really good. This is the color story again. This one also leans very heavily, hence it being in the number 20 spot, but the quality is fantastic. This is the color story. Finally, they had one that was not all neutrals and had some pops of color that I really like. And again, greens and kind of teals. a good black. Like, this is a really, really nice palette. And it is a nice mix, so if I did want to take a neutral with a few pops of colors, this would be a nice one to travel with. It even comes with a brush, so that's two-sided. I really enjoyed this. So this is number 20, and also vegan, cruelty-free. These all should be that. The only problem is this brush keeps wanting to come out. All right, at number 19 is one of my favorite brands, and this is Juvia's Place, and this is the Garden of Juvia's. Packaging is always beautiful. I love the cardboard. I like, see the inside. I like that they don't have a mirror. Half the time I can't see see what I'm doing in the mirrors inside anyways. So for, you know, no breakability, whatever, this is great. I'll just take my little plastic off. I like to keep them if I can, as long as I can, because it does keep the color from shifting onto other things. This is beautiful. This is an awesome pastel palette. Some of the other pastel palettes that I had been looking at were really above my price range, so I was really happy when I got gifted this palette, because it is a beautiful, beautiful pastel palette. This is definitely one that I use a lot in spring, and that's another reason why. It seems to be the lighter colors are the ones that I use a little bit less, and definitely use more seasonally, like spring, summer, so hence the reason why it's a little farther down the list at number 19. But the quality and everything is amazing. Not everything can sit at the number 1 spot. So at number 18, and this is going to fall under the kind of like the same idea, and this is from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the what is it? The something Paradise. I can't read the little writing on there. But anyways, this is the Paradise palette. We're going to go with that. I like that they're using the little paper instead of plastic now. Packaging is beautiful, and this color story is aces. I would say using these two palettes together would go really, really well. Again, it's very pastel. It does have a few middish, darkish shades, which is really nice to help balance it out. The quality is amazing, and it's one of my favorite brands for quality. This pink shimmer is out of this world. I really like this palette, but again, it's something that I use more spring, summer, and even in summer, I would lean to fall colors. It's just kind of my thing. So again, this would be why this one was, I believe, 18, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Yes, number 18. I wish I got more of their palettes this year, but they kind of fell a few times into my no buys. So at number 17, we've got this cute little quad here, and this is from Kaleidos. This one was the Glowing Iris, and this one, I liked both the palettes, but this was my favorite color story. So it's like this purpley, periwinkly color story. This is really nice. You can do a couple different looks with this for sure. This would definitely be good for traveling. The quality is amazing. The packaging is out of this world. Probably would have ranked higher if it was a bigger palette. It's just a quad, but I do love Kaleidos, and it wouldn't be a year without Kaleidos on the top here. So this would be number 17. So at number 16, we've got Thunder by Colored Rain. So this is a gorgeous palette, and it's got this thing here. It goes like this. And it is a, whoops, that's the only problem with keeping the plastic things in here, is a blue palette. So we've got darks, mediums, lights. We've got 8 mattes and 4 shimmers. I got it in their September mystery box. I love when they do mystery boxes that are items that are going to be new releases. You can kind of get them a bit ahead of time. And this color story is amazing. The quality is amazing. I've got a few different palettes by Colored Rain, but I loved this color story. And it of course has a couple non-blues, but these are really good for blending out shades. And there we go. I love this palette. I love me a blue palette. Yes, this was really good. So that was number 16. At number 15, we've got, and if I mix up the numbers, I'll fix them on top, but this is number 15. This is the House of Elle palette. This is my first ever by Adept Cosmetics. I love Superman. This was for the original Superman. Christopher Reeve is Superman. You can't tell me any difference. Everybody else can retire. Superman, Christopher Reeve, none other exists for me. And this color story is amazing. There's 6 of their beautiful shimmery, I think maybe a couple are duochrome shades in here. And then it's got the 3 neutrals that go nicely with the shimmer shades here. I can see why everybody loves Adept. I wish I could buy some more, but at the moment, this is where we are. But this was the color story that made me finally pull the trigger, and plus that they had gotten some deals on shipping, so they had lower shipping, so same thing. That was another thing that had stopped me from buying from them in the past. They don't have a mirror in the palette, but again, I don't care because 9 times out of 10 I don't use them. So there we go. So the House of L by Adept Cosmetics, and that was at number 15. So at number 14, we have the MILF palette, or Man I Love Frogs. This is from Sugar Drizzle Polish. This is also another favorite brand of mine. And this packaging, this release also came, you could get a makeup bag and their brushes, which are very, very nice. And to the plastic. And then this, of course, is an all shimmer duochrome, multichrome type palette. I can't remember, I don't have my glasses on, but I believe there are some at least duochromes in here, I believe. But if not, anyways, yeah, there we go, like that one is there. Yeah, see, it goes from purple to blue. Yes, oh, and then this one here shimmers from more of a pink to a darker purple. Yeah, this is a beautiful palette. I love them. This is, I think, my 3rd palette from them, 3rd or 4th. Yes, another one I wish I could get some more this year, but another thing is so many shimmers. I think I'm capping out at the multichrome duochromes, so, and you'll see some more coming up. So I believe this is 14. Let's try this again. 22, 21, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Yes, we got that right. So just try not to stop these or have these fall. 14. So at number, oh, I put these in the wrong order here. Hold on. At number 13, we're going to have, could have almost included them in one, but I decided to keep them separate because they just fell in this way. So this is from Gourmand Girls. So this is the Radioactive palette, and it looks like so. Gourmand Girls became one of my favorite brands this year. And then this was, I originally bought a few of their older releases from last year, and then I managed to score some of the new ones on the Labor Day sale. I want to say Labor Day sale. But anyways, again, same thing too. It's all kind of a duochrome, shimmery, multi-chromey type palette. The color story is beautiful. Quality is amazing. I really do like this. There's a red shade down here. So this is the Retroactive at number 13. We're going to see a theme here. At number 12, oh, you know what? You don't need your case on. At number 12, we have the Ethereal palette, and this is also Gourmand Girls. So we will just go like so. This is a square panned one. I don't care what pans, round or circle. I may slightly lean more towards square pans, but look at this color story. This is beautiful. Again, with some of these all shimmery ones, they would have been a lot higher, but you know, these are basically companion palettes. You would need some matte shades like the Beauty Bay 42 Shade Bright Mattes or something to go with it. But there we go. So this is number 13. So then at number 12, again, Gourmand Girls, and this is the Galactic Gourmand. Oops, keep all their cases on them on anything shimmery. This is fantastic. There's only half a dozen shades in here. Don't know what the word is for a 6-pan palette other than 6-pan palette, but it's your duochrome, multichrome, shifty palette, and it is gorgeous. As you can tell, I've gotten some good use out of it. And yeah, it is a beautiful, again, this is another one that would be more of a companion piece. So just so I don't start avalanches, I'm going to put some covers back on, and then we're going to count one more time. 12, oh, that was 11. All right, yes, and then at number 10 is by Beauty Bay, and this is the Dark Fantasy. This one has a mirror in it. And then this is the stunning color story here. This is As I Like It, a little more darker, a little bit more grungier of a feel. It's got a great mix of colors, of purples, blues, greens, a few neutrals. They really upped their shimmer formula in this palette. A couple of the palettes that I got last year that had shimmers in there, I always found that they broke apart on my eye. I would have to pat them down throughout the day. Did not have to do this with these ones, so I think they've really upped their game. So at number 10, we've got the Dark Fantasy by Beauty Bay. She's a fantasy, all right. So at number 9, we've got another brand that I totally love, and this is Odin's Eye, and this is the Soul Mane 2 palette. And wait till you see it. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Just so ethereal and beautiful. These interesting shape of pans that they don't bother me because they look almost square, even though they have their little kind of corners cut out. But this is a really beautiful palette. The packaging is really nice, has a nice texture to it. I liked the whole collection. I have the majority of the collection. And yeah, so let's take one more look here at number 9. So at number 8, we have from Shroud Cosmetics the Halloween and Baggy Bean collection. So let's take a look here. Isn't this a beautiful color story? I may have ranked it a little bit higher in my palette ranking or my 2022 tag, but I do love this. But when you're putting it compared to other palettes, it's a smidge lower, but here we go. So at number 9, the Shroud Cosmetics Halloween. Hello, friends. So this is beautiful. And then I ended up bringing this one a little bit higher. I think in the other one I did this one, but this is the Lethal Cosmetics Teresa is Lethal palette. So this would be at 10, 9, 8, number 7. And this color story is beautiful. These are almost, it's really hard because this one's a nice darker kind of grungier one, but this one is a little bit more shimmery. It's very beautiful. I need to use it some more. I've only used it a couple times, but just color story wise, I really, really loved that. So the next one is going to be a tie for, yes, at number 6. And this is the newest Lethal Cosmetics collection. There is the Evergreen and the Metamorphosis palette. They came out at the same time. I've only had a chance to use them one time each, but I love this color story. I love the packaging. So I thought I would put the two together since they came out literally at the exact same time. So there's the Metamorphosis palette. This shade here is, oh, so stunning. Look at that. And then for the, I'm gonna leave that case up for now. And then we've got the Evergreen palette. And then this color story. Whoopsie, whoopsie. There we go. I see some artwork. So there we go. I love Lethal. It's one of my ultimate favorite brands. And I really liked this release. So now we're going to go to the number 5 spot. And this belongs to Give Me Glow and the Haunted Pumpkin palette. This one I've done 3 looks with it so far. I love the gorgeous big pans. I love this color story. I loved the embossing. I loved how they blended. The theme is fantastic. I mean, look at it. She's a beaut. All right, so that was number 5. So now at number 4, a little bit of a theme throughout this is Gourmand Curls and the Spooked palette. I really had trouble picking which ones. I think I had tied them in something else, but oh, I didn't break that, did I? Oh no, it's just the embossing. So it's this gorgeous color story here, shimmers and mattes. This green, I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful. So Gourmand Girls was killing it this year, let me tell you. And you can tell that by my pile here. So at number 3 is a brand that's been a little bit quiet the last little while, but I know she was changing warehouses and stuff, so I can't wait to see what she does in the future. And this is Lois Cosmetics and the Meet Me at Midnight palette at number 3. I'm going to show you that beautiful color. I mean, look at that. Can you see why it ranked so high? The color story is amazing. The quality is fantastic. She's this indie brand. This blue, I mean, is so stunning. I really liked the black. It has a little bit of shimmer in there, but it blends away. But so it gives you a beautiful black. Yeah, I've got, one more. And then this purple here, I mean, look, so beautiful. Yeah, the green's from another palette, but look at that. So the Meet Me at Midnight by Lois Cosmetics coming in at number 3. Who, do you think you might know what 2 or 1 is? All right, so at number 2, we have the Be Perfect Carnival Interstellar palette. Wow, I cannot believe that I waited so long to try Be Perfect, and a friend sent me another one, and it is just as good as well, but it's an older palette that I don't even think is available anymore. But anyways, wow. Okay, the palettes, I mean, I think they've released finally some smaller ones, but palettes are pretty big. But look at this, look at it. So you get your beautiful kind of rainbows, and then your green, you know, your more grungier greens, and then you got these beautiful 3 rows at the end, which really was the reason why I wanted this palette, the grays and blacks and silvers. And I think it really goes well with the rainbowy side. This is a collab with Stacey Marie, so this is number 5 in the series. I did kind of want the, I can't remember which one it was. It was a little one, which was kind of supposed to be like the best shades from the 4 previous. I was almost going to pull the trigger, but with shipping, it was too much to buy a smaller palette. And then this went on a sale and I had to get it, and I love it. I've done a couple looks with here. I've done a gray look, I think I've done a green look, and I've done a blue look. I haven't really had a chance to play with the pinks yet, but I'm excited to do so. So at number 2, we have the Carnival Interstellar 5 with Stacey Marie palette. And now, dun, 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 I put them all as one for number 1 because they're one collection, and that is the Lethal Cosmetics Halloween Mystery Box. This was the best. They're sneak peeking something right now that I'm hoping comes out in December, because December is my moving into a no-buy, and I'm hoping not to buy anything, but if they release a Christmas or Valentine's or something mystery box in December, I will have to pick it up. So my fingers are crossed. So here we go, and here it is. It came, of course, with 3 palettes, 3 lippies, and a highlighter palette. But as we're doing palettes, here we go. And if we're going to rank them, I would do the green one, the red one, and the purpley one. Let's take a quick look at the green palette. I've taken off all their top covers, but I've decided to keep them in their package like I did with the Smells Like Teen Spirit one. So there's the beautiful green. That silver is amazing. Oh, I guess while we're here, let's look at the other ones. And then that was the Creepy Crawly. This is the Thirst palette. So it's this beautiful red and orange. And this shade here is beautiful. And that red, that black, oh my gosh. And then the last one is called Chilling. And then this one here is the purpley blue one. And same thing too, this shimmer here is beautiful. This, I really, really, really enjoyed this blue shade. Such a nice palette. And yeah, and then they had lippies in black, green, and purple. So I guess in this case, a red would have been nice to go with this, but it does have, this is the one that has the black in it? Yeah, this one has a black in there, so fair enough. And let's just quickly look at the highlighters, because we're here. I'm doing it as a set, and then these are beautiful highlighters, which of course come on, the green, right? So anyways, there we go. So the, what is it? Oh yeah, this is Ghostlight. So the Unearthly Cosmetics Halloween bundle of eyeshadows made it to my #1 spot. I think if anybody knows me, they would know that that's probably what would have happened. So there we go. That is my top 22, well, sort of. You had a couple, I guess I cheated a little bit, that fit into one criteria, but here we go. That is our pile for our top 20 of 2022. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and maybe hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and we can still put palettes in ranking orders. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.